Franklin County goes on the road, falls to Lebanon 31-17.
And we're joined by the sports editor for the Winchester paper, the Herald Chronicle. Evan Harris joins us on the telephone. He joins us on the Sweet Tea Bakery hotline. Sweet Tea Bakery available on Facebook. They are custom bakers of custom wedding cakes, special occasion cakes, sugar flowers, and they deliver to Manchester, Tullahoma, Murfreesboro, McMinnville, Winchester, Woodbury, Summitville, Pocahontas, wherever you might be listening to us here on the Friday Night Thunder Network. Evan, tough night tonight for the Rebs.
Tough night, and it can be described as, cramps, fumbles, and drop passes. A little bit of sloppy play from the Rebels.
Tonight, you go on the road to take on a Lebanon team that really fought hard last week against Mount Juliet. Talk about, I know that you cover Franklin County, but quickly, is Lebanon pretty impressive? Are they for real?
They got some big guys up front, and they have a very good double dose at running back, I guess you would say, leading off with Tay Davis. This guy, I don't know if it was the Rebels' defense or just how strong he ran, but he looked like the real deal tonight. Really has some speed. He's a taller back, but he can drop his shoulders and get low quick. Has a good nose for where the line of scrimmage is. Very good runner. Another runner that they had running the ball was number 25, and I believe his last name is Bouton. I might be wrong on that. But he was more of a power back. And with those two guys, it really reminded me of Franklin County a couple of years ago with Colton Nunley and Leighton Wales, the speed and power. And Lebanon definitely has that. Didn't see much passing this week out of Lebanon. I know they passed the ball a little bit last week, but very sound team and well coached, and wouldn't expect anything less out of Coach Sam Hart, who spent 25 years in Kentucky.
Hey, Evan, it's Josh. The early on, Franklin County was able to get a lead early, got the ball back from Lebanon, but ended up turning it over on downs on a fourth down play. And I was listening to the play-by-play with Al Clark, and it sounded like they had a guy open on that fourth down play, couldn't quite connect, and from there it seemed like, I don't know if that was kind of an indication of the way the rest of the night was going to go, or if things just never got on track after that. But it seems like, from that point forward, the offense was never able to really seize a lot of opportunities.
You could say that. And what's really interesting this year is Coach Carr, now with his fourth year of the team, has always been against passing. Offensive coordinator Kermit Reed has been trying, and Coach Carr's big statement that I always quote him on is, three things can happen when you pass the ball, and two of them are bad. Well, finally, Reed gets Carr on board with passing the ball, and just can't find any receiver for Franklin County. A lot of drop passes right there towards the end of it. Quarterback for Franklin County, Whitson Moore, got hurt, had a gash under his eye, had to leave the game. Junior Dylan Griffin comes in right there towards the end, which led two drives. They did score twice, but right there towards the end, two little screen passes and hit both wide receivers' hands, and probably 30 to 40 yards untouched were open, but they dropped them on the screen pass. So some tough breaks for the Rebels that they just have to shore up.
All right, Evan, Franklin County next week. Next week's a big district week. Franklin County back in district play next week?
Actually, I don't have my schedule here in front of me.
Yep.
I should probably know that.
They do. It's at Lincoln County. At Lincoln County. I just found it.
At Lincoln County, that's right. It's going to be a big game. Lincoln County this year was picked by Murphy's Fair to win the district. Lincoln County, we usually play them towards the end of the year. What's interesting with that matchup is they've dropped classifications. It's always been for Franklin County. For any playoff hopes, no matter what their record is, they have to be at Lincoln County because they're the other 5A school in District 8 AAA. That's not the case anymore. I don't know if that drops a little bit of the rivalry tension, but it's going to be interesting to see the two teams play so early in the season rather than later.
All right, Evan, good job as always. Thanks for calling in. We look forward to talking to you next week, okay?
I appreciate it, Dennis. Y'all keep up the good work.
All right, Evan Harris with the Herald Chronicle.